Let's go. Knightscope. Knightscope, what happened? What happened, Knightscope? Paid all this money for all these bashers for the last 2 years. All this money you paid for these paid bashers, what happened? Tanked almost 50%, or I think it's over 50%, right? On your IPO date. Sad. Sad. All that wasted money on paid bashers only to tank over 50% on your IPO day. That's not even the worst part, Knightscope. Hey, Knightscope, this is just the beginning. Just the beginning of the pain that Knightscope and Knightscope investors will be going through. If you guys don't take my advice, and once again, I am not a financial advisor, but if you do not take my advice and sell Knightscope and buy as many shares of AITX as possible at these levels, and anything under 5 cents and anything under 10 cents, the pain will bury you. The management team of Knightscope are straight bozos. The CEO, you can't trust him as far as you can throw that bozo CEO that you guys have. That bozo CEO of Knightscope is nothing but talk and fluff. If you're even thinking about buying Knightscope, take 10 minutes of your day and look into what AITX is doing. Watch my video from yesterday and understand why investing in AITX will not even compare to how much money you will make more than investing into a BS company like Knightscope. We're going to get into 2 comments that I want to read to you guys. And I want to give a big shout out to these 2 people, because this exactly describes what's going on with Knightscope and with AITX. It basically summarizes everything. Let's get into it without further ado. I can't see the whole name here, but I want to give a shout out to Faisaka. Faisisa. Probably pronounced that wrong. I think I got those letters correct, but it's cut off. Big salute to you. He commented, please read the finance statement for this company. I swear I never seen disaster like this in my life. 1 point from many in finance statement that the sales and marketing budget for 2021 is increased to $12 million in 2021 from $5 million in 2020, while the revenue are consistent the same, $2 million to $3 million for more than 4 years. This is why Knightscope is desperate and has these paid bozos 24/7 with no life, no wife, no kids, trying to bash a company that's going to be the future of security and will take over this industry and will bury Knightscope where they belong. Let's keep going. Accumulated deficit is more than $100 million for 2021. They raised $40 million for IPO. I don't think they raised $40 million. I think it was more closer to $22 million, right? Am I right? You ain't even get the full 40? How will how they will to pay their deficit. Their total operating expenses $20 million in 2021 from $10 million in 2020, while the revenue are the same. The company is bankrupt already. Read the SEC filings. Facts! Nothing but facts. Hit that like, subscribe, and we're going to get into my guy right here. Big salute to Gonzo Guns. Big salute. I see you out there fighting this war. You guys know we will take over and we're going to win this war no matter what. Because we got companies, we got management like Steve Reinhardt, Mark, and the rest of the team that will make sure that this company will take off and not stop. Listen, once again, go watch that bozo CEO they got in Knightscope. This dude is desperate. Desperate. Nothing but fluff in his eyes. That's why he paid these clowns pennies with no lives to try to bash this company 24/7. Gonzo Guns said, well, Knightscope IPO today and dropped like a rock at the open. Pretty poor return on all that money pissed away on fancy TV commercials. You want to talk about burning through money? Look no further than Knightscope. Piddly income. I wonder how much the backers of the IPO paid the bashers here prior to their IPO. Must have been a shitload of cash, only to find out they just pissed it away. What a shame, and to think AITX produces a 318% increase in sales in the last quarter, 700+% in previous quarter over the previous year. You Knightscope people heard that? I'm going to repeat that for you. Knightscope people that are thinking about buying that BS company. AITX ticker symbol produces a 318% increase in sales in the last quarter. 700% increase in sales in the last quarter. 700+ in previous quarter. Over the previous year, contracts with some very big accounts like Six Flags. I'm going to add to that. Like 7-Eleven, like XPO Logistics, like the biggest communications company in the world, which we're going to find out who that is. Once again, is it Verizon, T-Mobile, maybe AT&T? Which one is it? Which top auto retail company did we put on board that same week after we got the largest, the biggest communications company? We got one of the biggest auto retailers on board 2 days later, not to mention all the other companies we already have on board. Let's continue, Gonzo. And more coming, partnerships like Ghost Robotics. You guys ain't forget about that, right? The Ghost Robotics partnership we just had. What about the gunshot detection technology that we have, that we partnered with a little while ago? You guys ain't forget about that, right? And the list goes on, increasing monthly subscription income. And it's a big list. Yes, it is, Gonzo. It definitely is. My money stays parked right here with AITX, a winner. Knightscope people needs to empty the shit bucket list. The shit bucket. Listen. This is all facts. This is all facts. AITX went from under half a penny to 28 cents. And this year, when all the shenanigans is over and done with, We're going to blow that all-time high out the water, and we're not stopping. We're not stopping. I told you yesterday, these clowns at Knightscope are failing is because they only have one product that looks different. They have 3 different versions of one product that equal to one product of AITX. One product of AITX does what their whole manifesto does, their whole lineup. Not to mention, we just started rolling out Romeo. We got Roses. Our number 1 seller right now, we just ordered 1,000 shells, right? Wally. Scott. Ava. We got the robot dog that's not even named yet. And these bozos got 4 dildos over there that they can't sell. That they can't sell. Year over year, income raised by $300,000 in 1 year? In 1 year, and you've been in business for how long? We're growing 312%. And we just getting started. Listen, man. It's in black and white. If you want a real company that's going to change your lives and change your future, do not fall for the fluff. Invest in AITX. Take 5 minutes. Look what they're doing. Do not listen to me or anybody on these YouTube streets or any of these clowns on these chat rooms. Listen to black and white facts. Follow Steve Reinhardt's. Tune into AITX channel on YouTube. Tune into the weekly updates. And get with a real company with a real CEO that spends his money where it needs to be spent. Not on BS advertising for the past year and still can't get your sales up. Like I told you yesterday, we ain't even started advertising yet. We didn't start it yet. And we already making these crazy sales to all these huge companies, the biggest companies in the world, guys. It's in black and white. It's in black and white, and we're just getting started. We're just getting started. These bozos at Knightscope are putting their money to advertising on Instagram and Facebook and paying clowns at their mom's basement to try to bash what they know is a company that will blow them out of the water. And they know that. This is their only last breath of chance that they had. And they failed. They failed. The worst IPO I've seen in my life. And you know why? Because people know. People know the real company that will take over, that they will never compete with, is AITX. AKA RAD, Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions. Big salute to everybody that's out here rocking with me. Big salute to everybody that knows what time it is. I'll get back with you guys, man. Take care.